The following is a presentation of Muddy River Sports.
Got an open man.
Feel pretty good, pretty confident, just got to keep executing everything to a T. Doesn't matter, just same thing all season.
What a difference a year has made for Kale Niekamp, as Camp Point Central's offensive triggerman has traded freshman year jitters for sophomore savvy at the quarterback position.
Yeah, last year, I couldn't settle my nerves, but now I feel pretty good, pretty confident, I'm comfortable. Feels good.
I think last year getting his feet wet a little bit as a freshman. He started at safety. He's big. He's 6'1", 190, kind of coming into his freshman year. So size, obviously with his older brother playing, he's been around the game.
I feel pretty safe behind my line, they're pretty big, pretty good, always protect me, They move some bodies, it's pretty confident.
Admittedly, praising the Panther passing game sometimes feels a little like celebrating the trunk space of a Ferrari. But metrically, Kale has completed 57% of his throws this season.
Completion percentage for a lot of teams is inflated because there's so many screen passes. We throw very few screen passes. Most of our passes are because there's 10, 11 guys in the box, and he's throwing it vertically. And for him to complete the ones that he's completed vertically and making reads on where the safety is, because in all reality, we don't ever know from week to week what defense we're going to get. We see what we see on film, and then someone usually runs something completely different. So, we may think the middle of the field is going to be open, and then we show up and there's a safety in the middle of the field. So it's for him to make the decisions, and a lot of our pass game is in the game plan, but then all of a sudden it's like, okay, they're showing this, now let's go back to this. So he's able to kind of think on the fly, and Coach Ray has confidence in calling a pass play on first down and feel like we can complete it, and we're okay with being a little bit behind the chains because we know he can execute what we need him to.
For 703 yards and 9 touchdowns with just 1 interception.
He's able to, make very few mistakes this year, which has been impressive. I mean, I think he's thrown 1 interception on a wheel route where we tried to launch one, and he's really managed the game well. He studied it. He's really worked on his mechanics from last year to this year, and he's really putting it on the money. And I think anytime we can throw it like we've been able to with Nick and Elijah and the different quarterbacks we've had, it just makes us that much better.
But more importantly, Niekamp has helped the Panthers to 9 straight victories, and his teammates in turn have helped Kale Niekamp to find his center.
All my options I have to throw it to many different people, Tatum, Curtis, Colin, Marco, anyone, and then our run game just, it catches them off guard because we run the ball pretty well, and then throwing it just catches them off guard.
Yeah, we have replaced some very talented guys with different people. We can throw it when we need to. We can split guys out. We can get Curtis to the edge. Obviously, Jasper stepped up. We haven't even really given Caden the ball at all. Zach's played fullback and wingback. Luke Ippinson, Marco got dinged up, but he's back. He can catch it, splitting Tate out. So, yeah, we feel like we've just got a ton of weapons. It's a weird year because we have 6 senior running backs, which is not very typical of us. And then when you throw in Luke Ippinson in there as a sophomore and obviously Kale in there. And it all starts up front with the guys that we have.
Which speaks once again to the outlier adaptability of this Panther squad. And not just on the offensive side of the football either, especially absent Kale's older brother Caden for much of the year on the defensive line.
It's probably not ideal to start 4 sophomores all season, but they, again, we're blessed to have some very talented sophomores. We've had Chase Barner step up. We seem to every year have seniors step up that maybe didn't get to play a lot in their first 3 years due to talent and guys ahead of them, and we consistently have those guys, and he's one that we've kind of slid over to Caden's spot, which then opens up other guys on the weak side. Paxton Fleshner, a junior, Dominic Jansen, a sophomore at nose, has allowed us to play Jack a lot one way on offensive tackle. Same thing with Evan. We haven't had to use those guys a ton on the D-line, which is usually what we want to try to do, play as many one-way guys as possible. And then, I think the way Briggs has played at middle linebacker, filling in for Elijah, has been even better than we thought. We knew he could be a good one, but he's really tackled well. He's read stuff well. He's prepared well. And I don't want to say like we don't miss Elijah, but he's really kind of made that transition way smoother than we thought it would be.
Which positions Camp Point Central nicely for its Week 10 rematch with West Central, a team that has scored 104 total points over the last 2 weeks.
Well, they're very talented on offense. A lot of different formations. The quarterback is as good as any quarterback in the conference. They got 3 backs that run extremely hard. Their line is big, and they get after it. We kind of got after them a little early in week 1 and had pick down to the 1, a block punt on the 1, and then scoop and score fumble, which kind of blew the game open. But they forced us to punt multiple times, and they had a few plays in the run game. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough. You don't like to play your conference, especially after you've already beat them one time, but it's part of the game. But, yeah, they're going to come here and be extremely physical and obviously want to make amends for week 1, and they know what they want to try to do against us. So, yeah, it's going to be a good challenge for our guys, and we're excited for it.
Just keep on doing the same thing. They're way better than they were in week 1. So are we. We're a totally different team. So are they.
Muddy River Sports. Our home, our sports.